a round of applause for Tony Charms. What an entertainer. We're going to bring up Joe for the 12 steps, 12 days of tennis. But before we do, I want a little special segment. I want to bring up my friend Superfan and Joe Satriani together. My two friends. Now, you say, what do these two gentlemen have in common? Well, first of all, they both spent their life in education, and they both made a profound, I mean profound difference, making a difference in children's lives. Joe has taken so many of these high school kids under his wing, and through his inspiration, they've done many amazing things, like one of his students, he gave a scholarship, shaved his head on the high school baseball team to donate the head to cancer, and every other student on the team shaved their head in solidarity. My friend Superfan over here, he worked in a district, not the greatest district in the world, tough area, mostly African American, and there were many children that came from broken families, and they basically were given up by their moms and dads, and got in with the wrong crowd. And this man saved lives. Took some of these troubled children under his wing and mentored them. And some of them now, I've met them, he has made such a difference in their lives. Taking kids who were in the wrong path of life, turned them in the right direction. Now they have families, they have good jobs, but when they met my friend here, they were going down the wrong road. Talk about your life mentoring, making a difference with kids.
Well, first I want to hear halftime Howie, because he's a man that gives up so much. Hurricane Sandy, getting people like us to communicate, bringing in ex-people who've been affected. So let's not take for granted the great person and the great values you have. Let's hear it for halftime Howie. I've been blessed in life to be able to have my words matter and get the trust of the clientele. I've dealt with Bedford-Stuyvesant, south side of Jamaica, other areas where a lot of the families have no father, so I became a surrogate father, a mentor, and worked hard on the traditional values versus the street mores. Unfortunately, because I related to them and I was hard on them, even though I thought I was cool, I made an effect upon them, and I still do, and I bring them to the great Halftime Howie show. But we all need to give, we all need to help, because words, compassion, and giving are important. So I thank Halftime Howie very much.
Besides that, talk about your yearly fundraiser you do every year that benefits kids.
Yes, what we call OGs, original gangsters, my man Redskin Purist, and Griffin Not here, and my son, wherever he is. We run a boat ride every year, or where we give out scholarships to people that can't afford certain things, and show them that they're equal to us, which I'm no better than you, you're no better than me. Together we are one. Even though people come from different neighborhoods and have different ethnic backgrounds, we all feel we're under God and we're the same. So we do that every year. Thank you.
And when we did a show over the summer at Pancho's Canteen, by the way, folks, you're all welcome to join us. We broadcast every Sunday night at 7 o'clock at Pancho's Cantina. So any Sunday night you're free, come down and join us. We always bring in great entertainment like Tony and talk about the real issues. But on the show, my friend is here. 3 people told me that this man, if it wasn't for him, they don't think they wouldn't be alive. He saved their lives. He's a great man. He made a difference. They were down and out. They had nowhere to go. and he turned them in the right direction, and now their life is great. But he really has saved a lot of lives. And great person.
Thank you. I want to introduce a man over here who has saved a lot of lives recently about concussions and rehabilitating many people in vocational training center. That was their last chance to be successful in the world.
Our program started in '84. I saved countless kids. A couple of my kids are actually FBI agents now, and 20 of my ex-kids are New York City policemen. And a couple of them work for Homeland Security. I have a lot of, I've touched maybe 15,000 kids when I worked all those years. And I still coach, and we have to be trained every 2 years in concussion protocols, so I see it all the time. And the sport I coach, you wouldn't think that a kid can get a concussion. I coach boys and girls track, and you're gonna see some of the injuries, and you wouldn't think about it, but I've had kids that have had concussions. You have to recognize what the signs are. I just completed the course a couple of months ago, and I have to go in next year. We also do the AED and the CPR. Next month I gotta go back for my safety and the first aid. So we do a good job because it's not like the old days where a guy would go in any sport and he'd get his head kicked in and he'd come out and then the coach says, all right, kid, are you all right? Go back in. That doesn't go anymore. It still goes on sometimes, but we can't do it anymore. It doesn't work. So remember, if you have children, relatives, people you know who are playing sports, you gotta watch the signs. I'm telling you, I've seen it. People do not recognize a concussion. You gotta be careful with that. So again, have a happy holiday. I want to wish everybody a Merry New Year and everything else. And half time Howie's been with us for years. Thank you for having us, and thank you, RG3.
Guys, thank you so much for sharing. And now,